Hello, everyone. Mad Dog here again, coming to you this week. I hope your week finds you well. My week has been not that great. I have had a cold all week long, and it kept me from going to work yesterday, which is just wonderful since I've already missed some time at work. And this is a relatively new job. I'm not looking forward to being talked to about that when I go back to work tomorrow. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. I am here to talk to you today about my influences as a writer. I know I mentioned something about this in my last blog when I talked about Babylon 5. I know I keep saying blog instead of vlog. I'm sorry. I know this is a vlog because it's a video blog, but the words are interchangeable, so I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, um, my major influences as a writer. I myself am a writer of multiple genres. I will write anything as long as it's a good story, as long as I think it's a good story, as long as I feel I can write it. Although my favorite things to write are fantasy, horror, and science fiction in no particular order. And some of my stories are a combination of all of those things. I have several stories for sale on Amazon Kindle if you want to take a look at them. You can find them. The story, search by the story names. You can also search by my real name if you know what it is. If you don't know what it really is, send me a private message or whatever. I will let you know who I am. Maybe I should tell you. My real name is Justin Sparks. There we go. I said it. That's the only time I'm going to say it. But you can find all my writing on Kindle, Amazon Kindle. All the writing I've published. It's all self-published. It's all short stuff for now, although I am working on a longer work, although it's kind of stalled out, although I have some ideas in my head about it. Um, anyway, you now know my real name. I don't know if I really wanted to go that far, but you know it. Uh, my major influences as a writer. My biggest influence, bar none, is Stephen King. He is my favorite author. Uh, I find that my writing style is very similar to his, and many people have commented on that before. Um, just the way he writes, he's got a knack for being a natural storyteller, and again, he's just one of my major influences and has been for quite some time. And through him, there are several others that are also major influences to me. Excuse me, such as H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe, Richard Matheson, amongst others. Um, one of my next biggest influences, of course, I mentioned this in my last vlog, is J. Michael Straczynski, the man who wrote Babylon 5, the majority of the episodes of Babylon 5, has written a number of other things, is currently working with the Wachowskis on a Netflix series called Sense8, which I have not watched, but I've heard is a good thing, is a good show. I intend to watch it. The man is an expert storyteller, again, and he writes characters amazingly well. And characters are important to me in my own writing. If the story doesn't have good characters, the story itself isn't going to work. It doesn't matter how much happens in the story. If the characters are flat, excuse me, the characters are flat, the story just isn't going to work. I know some authors have actually challenged that and written very popular things with very flat characters, but that's my personal opinion. Um, the other big influence in my writing, besides those two, um, well, I'm trying to think. Those are the two big. Those are some of the biggest ones right there. Uh, Definitely some newer authors like Brandon Sanderson, Robert Jordan, man who wrote The Wheel of Time. Tolkien is a big influence on my writing. Just the scope of his vision. I hope that my vision is as large as his, although it's difficult to have a vision that large, that grand, to create a world so completely as he did. George R. R. Martin is another one of my influences, although I have problems with the way he writes and with the technology he writes with, and I believe that his magnum opus has gotten away from him. Just have some water. And that disappoints me. I mean, those are my major influences as far as writing is concerned. Um, there are others. There are many others. That's not all of them. That's not an exclusive list. But those are my major ones. Again, if you want to check out my own writing, you know my real name now, and you know where to find my writing. It's on Kindle. Most of the stories are 99 cents plus tax. The only one that's $2.99 is because it's longer. Um, Check them out. I hope you like them. I hope you like this blog. I know it's kind of a short one, and I know that it's not the best because I'm not feeling well or not. I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, but I'm still not perfect. Um, anyway, I hope the rest of the week goes well for you all. I will see you all again here next week. Don't know yet what I'm going to be talking about, but I have some ideas. But I'll see you all here again next week. You all have a good rest of your week. This is Mad Dog signing off. Goodbye.